Lily lived in Atlanta, Georgia. She had a good job working as an IT consultant for a big tech company. She was white, smart, beautiful, and doing very well in life. But her heart belonged to a struggling black taxi driver called Mikas. Most people didn't understand how she ended up with him, but she didn't care. Mikas may not have money, but he treated her with so much love and care. He was always there for her, and that was all she needed. For 3 years, she stayed with him, believing he was the one she would marry someday. They did almost everything together. Weekends were for movie nights, grocery shopping, and long walks in the park. Mikas would always open the car door for her like a true gentleman. He would cook for her and even wash her clothes. Sometimes when he was out of money, Lily would pay for their meals, fill his gas tank, or send him money to fix his car. She didn't see anything wrong with that. To her, love was more important than money. Her friends warned her about dating a poor man, but Lily always ignored their advice.
Meckus may not be rich, but he loves me more than any man ever has.
Love doesn't pay bills. You're a successful woman, Lily. You deserve someone who matches your standard. This guy is just enjoying your money and your heart.
But Lily didn't believe that. Mikas never asked for anything. In fact, he often felt embarrassed when she gave him money. He would say thank you, kiss her hand gently, and promise to repay her someday. Everything changed when Lily met Dr. John at a tech seminar in downtown Atlanta. He was white, tall, handsome, and very successful. He owned several hospitals and lived in a luxury mansion. The moment he saw Lily, he walked up to her and introduced himself. They exchanged contacts and started talking. He was direct and confident.
You're beautiful, Lily. I know this is sudden, but I'm at the stage in my life where I want to settle down. Would you consider giving me a chance?
She didn't know what to say at first. Everything was moving too fast. Dr. John took her out on dates to expensive restaurants and surprised her with gifts and flowers. He flew her out for a weekend trip to Miami just because she mentioned she'd never been there before. In just 1 week, he proposed to her.
I'm not playing games, Lily. I want to marry you, he said, pulling out a diamond ring.
She was shocked. It was unexpected, but she said yes. She couldn't explain it, but she felt like maybe it was time to move on. Maybe Dr. John was the man she had been waiting for. She didn't even know how to tell Mikus. He had no idea that she was seeing someone else. He kept calling her like always, but she started avoiding him. She made excuses, saying she was busy at work or out of town. Mikus was worried.
Babe, are we good? You've been acting strange lately, he asked one night over the phone.
Yeah, I've just had a lot on my mind, she replied quietly.
She felt guilty, but she didn't know how to face him. She couldn't tell him she was engaged to another man after 3 years of love. Story written by MGK Stories. One morning, Lily woke up feeling sick. She had been throwing up for days and thought maybe it was food poisoning. But something didn't feel right. She remembered she hadn't seen her PE.Riode in over a month. Her heart skipped. She quickly rushed to a pharmacy and bought a pregnancy test kit. She went home, locked herself in the bathroom, and took the test. After a few minutes, the result came out. 2 bold red lines. She stared at the test stick in shock. Her hands were shaking. Her stomach felt heavy. She sank slowly to the bathroom floor.
No, this can't be true, she whispered. I can't be pregnant now. She grabbed her phone and counted the days again.
Her last period was almost 6 weeks ago. She hadn't slept with Dr. John at all. He had insisted they wait until marriage. So there was no doubt. The baby belonged to Mikas.
Oh my God, she muttered, covering her face.
She had just agreed to marry another man, and now she was carrying her ex-boyfriend's child. Oh my God, she muttered, covering her face. The timing couldn't be worse. Everything was happening too fast. Her engagement, the new man, the pregnancy. She felt like she was drowning. She stood up and looked at herself in the mirror. Her face looked pale. Her eyes were red.
What do I do now?
Telling Dr. John would ruin everything. He hadn't even kissed her yet. What would he think of her being pregnant for someone else? And Mikas? What about him? She hadn't even broken up with him properly. She just disappeared. Now she was carrying his child. Her thoughts were all over the place. She reached for her phone and typed Mikas's number. Then she paused. She wasn't ready to talk to him yet. She sat on the edge of her bed, still holding the test stick. Her mind was spinning.
Should I keep the baby? Should I tell anyone?
She knew she couldn't hide it for long. The truth would come out eventually. Her phone rang. It was Dr. John. She didn't answer. A few seconds later, Mikas called too. She stared at both missed calls and let out a deep breath.
This is too much for me.
She placed the test stick back in the box and slid it into her drawer. Her world had changed. To be continued.